So my conversation for today, y'all, is, or the topic, as you see, is a question, is what are you repressing? Y'all, I've had the most interesting few months. But I've really come to this understanding. I've really come to realize that I myself was repressing a lot of portions of myself, right? I myself was one of those people who were sitting up there trying to be the good girl, fit into all of these unrealistic standards. And I mean, I was doing it. Look, I made it happen. But it was not allowing me to shine bright. It wasn't allowing me to be the best version of me. And I think a lot of women are doing that. So ladies, if you're one of those people, if you're one of the people who, you're trying to be there for your community, you're trying to make it happen for your kids, abandoning ourselves, and then we're feeling as though other people are abandoning us, or we are feeling guilty for not showing up in full capacity in order to do everything for everybody. A lot of times relationships with people, and we settle for a lot of things because society, nature, you looking at everything around you. That's not how it goes. That is not what has been beneficial to you. 9 times out of 10, the person who you were with when you first got together, you were a little bit, you might have been a little bit more outspoken, or you were doing your own thing. You was at least trying to be happy, and then all of a sudden you became overly involved with this other individual, making them your number one priority, and you stop making yourself your number one priority. And then it just started to seem like things just start to unravel, right? Life just started to get uglier, and you're drained when you're trying to get things accomplished, and all these different experiences that you're having, and it's just like nobody's doing what they need to do for you. And one of the things that I've learned is that everything that you want, you should be already provided to yourself and for yourself. And one of the things that I like is what is the word that I'm looking for? It's like at the tip of my tongue. It starts with an A, y'all. I don't even know what's happening right now. I'm got a whole brain for it. But it's about you being your whole self within something else. Like I always hear people talking about like 50-50 relationships, like everything should be 50-50 or blah blah blah. And it's like, no, you have two 100% people who are together, and then they come together. You know what I'm saying? Well, and that's in whatever, if it's a friendship or relationship, all these different things. Like, y'all, I've been having all of these different downloads and these different experiences that have just kind of helped shaking and awaken me in different things. Have y'all, like, I had a talk, I don't know, a while ago, where I was talking about having the audacity, right? And a lot of times as women, because I can only speak for women, especially black women, because that's what I am, right? A lot of the times what we have happen, right, is that men come up to us, or a significant other, another person, a friendship, it doesn't even matter. People come up, and people have the audacity to say certain things to you to get you to do what they want you to do, to get you to respond. And when you sit up there and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that, they catch an attitude with you, or they start to feel some kind of way, and you start to kind of be like, should I, shouldn't I? Oh, you question you. And a lot of that stuff comes from childhood. It comes from your parents telling you, do as I say, not as I do type situation. I never even understood that. I heard it, I responded to it, I did those things, but now I'm starting to learn, nah, that don't work for me. I done did everything you said to do, and that ain't working for me. So now I gotta do what I need to do. Now I have to be 100% me at all times, whether you like it, you dislike it. People come up, they complain, they're like, well, you don't do this anymore, or you whatever. It doesn't matter. I have to do what's best for me at this present time, in this present moment, because every person should be doing that for themselves, right? You should be self-serving you first, so that when you're able to serve others, when you're able to help others, you're doing it from a holistic place. You're not going to feel as abused or as used or unheard, or whatever that negative effect is, because you're already giving yourself what you need, and and you're coming from 100% of who you are. And in my coaching program that I was in, I had a great teacher, and I'm going to recommend her to a lot of you guys as well, as the time comes. But one of the things that I learned that I stick with me is, if it's not a full body yes, then it's a no. And I like that concept because it helps to determine whether I should stay in a particular position or whether I should go somewhere else, veer left, move on to the next thing. So sometimes we sit up here and you kind of want to do something. You're like, I want to, but anytime that you put a but on it, just don't do it. Don't even do it, because at that point you're learning that you're gonna be in a deficit for yourself, and you don't want that to happen. Like, my other thing that I used to say all the time is, if it's gonna leave me worse off than where I am, I'm definitely not doing it. And so we have to be cognizant of those things, y'all. I was even thinking about it this morning. Like, I woke up, let me tell y'all, I woke up and it was like everything that I've been putting off, because sometimes, women like myself, we want to wait for perfection. We want everything to be perfect and aligned and all this stuff. And I've been learning over the last year or so is that just do it. Just get it done. Just become active. If you jump into action, then things will work its way out. And so that is one of the things that I have definitely taken into consideration for myself. Is I just have to do it. Of course, you think things through and make sure that it's not going to be detrimental to you. But some stuff you can't wait until it's perfect, because you'll never get it done. And perfect only means completion. So at that point, if you haven't completed anything, then it's not perfect. But as long as you do something, then it's perfect. You already done it. I was revamping my program for my ladies, and like I said, this morning I woke up and I was like, you trying to wait until you get all of this stuff settled and together. Just open up the program, put it at a discounted rate, and let's hit the ground running. Because you've been revamping and changing things up for a while. And yes, you got your women who you already work with, but you're not making this available to people who need this. And so, yeah, I got a whole game plan. Y'all hear all about it tomorrow. But baby, she feels like a whole new woman. I feel amazing. Y'all was just gonna reach for my phone and I'm talking to it. I feel like a whole new woman. I feel amazing. I'm excited. All of those things. I'm just in a place where I'm feeling more whole. I feel more of myself. You get what I'm saying? I had this conversation too with my mom. I was talking to her the other day, and I said, this new version, I say, these people better be glad that I didn't give them this new version of Jamekia. She was like, you mean the old version? I was like, no. I say, this new version. I said, because the new version is no holds barred. And so she was like, what? Like, she was kind of taken back because I'm already very much stern. So let me tell y'all this. If y'all get ready to join my program, y'all been seeing me show up and different things like that. But I'm very much stern. I have moments where I can be very much blunt. I am not one of those people who really does a whole lot of hand holding. I'm gonna hand hold you one good time, and then it's a gradual release. I'm just gonna throw you out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at this point I'm dealing with adults. I'm dealing with women who want change, and when you want change, it has to be radical. And so my approach is different than what it was before. So sorry for those of you who didn't get in when you should have, when you got the nice version. But I'm no longer nice. I'm a kind-hearted person, but the niceties has to be gone away, because we're in a season where things has to shift, and it's going to be shifting quite fast, and it's going to be very profound experience. So I was just telling her, I was like, I'm getting to the new me. It's not going backwards anymore. I'm going to present and be who I need to be and going on about my business. And I don't know what's happening, so hopefully it's still going. But y'all, my mama was really like, what? Like, what? Are you sure? I was like, you know what? I'm going to be more like Clara. That's my grandmama on my daddy's side. I said, I'm going to be more like Clara. My mom said, oh, snap. My sister was like, what? Who is that? What does that mean? And my mom was like, you know how Granny was? You know, her mama. She was like, it's 10 times worse. And my sister was like, so y'all, I'm giving y'all this old school loving, because at this particular time, there's some shifts that need to take place. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I know definitely everything that I'm bringing to you is going to bring about change, and it's going to be radical change, and it's going to happen quickly, fast, in a hurry, and you're going to love what you see after you get through all the bullshit. And I'm just letting you know ahead of time, because I'm going to call people out on their shit. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to move on past, and it's going to be, and a lot of my friends said the same thing to me. Like, I asked a few people who I trust, and I was just like, you know, tell me about me. Give me some adjectives that describe me. And a lot of them was like, well, you could just be harsh and blunt and blah, 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 blah. Like the negative aspect of it. And I was like, well, at least I'm consistent. There's nothing I'm trying to change. I don't got time to change none of that. But it's going to come a little bit more. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all heard it here first. But it's going to come a little bit more, because sometimes you need that bluntness. You need that directness. You need, and one of my clients, even, because I have some clients too, and one of my clients was like, yeah, but I needed that. Like, you helped me to get to this place a little bit quicker. And I've had both male and female clients. My males actually move a little bit quicker than my females, but my job here, my goal here, my aspirations, all those things are for women. So I do accept some male clients if the mind space is where it needs to be, but I primarily work with women. And like I said, I'm honest, I'm knowledgeable. I'm going to give you the information that you're looking for. I'm going to help you get to what it is that you want to do. But there is a process to get into my program, because if you're not a person of action, you don't like that do the follow through, you don't really want to work, you don't need to be in my program. And that's just me being honest. I'm being realistic, because I've had some people who I was like, maybe I really do want to give you this opportunity, but there's certain things that I'm hearing that I don't know if you're ready for. And they said what they had to say, and I let them give them a try, and then they weren't doing the work the way that they needed to. And so I have to be now cognizant and mindful, especially now that I have this promotional plan coming up. And I had to do the promotion. My spirit just said there's some people who needs this, and whatever else. I gotta follow. I lead from the spirit. But like I said, baby, when we push this bad boy out, look, when y'all see this stuff that's coming out, y'all gonna really love it. I'm excited, y'all. But again, as always, I'm not here to stay too long, talk too long. But there's some things that you guys are repressing, and I'm here to help you get to that point. I need you to realize what you're repressing. If you don't know, you need some help trying to figure out what you're repressing about yourself, then come talk to me. If you're an individual, you feeling very uncomfortable in your skin right now, come talk to me. If you're one of these women who are walking around and you're like, people are always taking advantage of me, but I'm doing right by people, come talk to me. Because I am here to help you shift from victimhood to being a victor, right? It is time for you to be in the winning space. And right now, spiritually, the doors are open, the windows are open, everything is open. And if you can't get in one way, we're gonna get you in another, okay? So I need you to lead fully as yourself. I need you to understand what drawbacks, what is holding you back from being your full self. And the program, this is what it does. But you got to figure out what you're trying to repress. What are you trying to run away from? What is it that you're sitting up here thinking, well, they won't love me no more, they won't like me no more? Let's address it. Let's figure it out. Let's figure out why you're still trying to hold on to this good girl image or these things that are not working for you. What is it in your life that's not working for you? Let's go ahead and change this stuff up. So y'all, if y'all want to, go ahead and follow me, subscribe to the channel, like, share this video out, because I know it's some people who need the assistance, who need the help, and I'm here to help them. I'm ready to show up. And if you're ready to show up, we're going to show up together and we're going to shine bright. So y'all, it's your girl Jamekia. I'm out of here, but I love y'all. Peace.